Give me a smile. Yep, we're getting a banana, but for some reason these tall banana trees are weak and they like to lean. And I think the last one we had, it snapped, but the bananas were already almost done. All right, good morning. The attempt is to put this into the ground, hit it with a sledgehammer, and somehow get this tree leaning straight. Oh, baby, there she is. Hopefully this will work. Yeah, this one needed a tall bad boy, but this bad boy is the other side. The hinge broke. But we hammered that pole down. Let's hope this, yeah. Let's hope this works. Alright, that's what we basically did, is put that bungee cord there. This is pretty good. I think that should hold it. You think that's good?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the second time that this side produced bananas. This side has not produced bananas yet. But for some reason they're...
I got a feeling that that one's getting ready too.
But I'm just saying, for some reason that these banana trees either came from Mexico or whatever's below Mexico. I want to say Argentina.
I'm gonna say
or
they
something.
came from Mexico because Kathy knows a lot of people in Date City, and they're
Right. I'm just saying, but I mean, it comes from that family, I think, of Argentina and Mexico. I think that's what's below Mexico. And for some reason, they stay skinny, where the other ones, they get a fat stock. The dwarf ones, the short ones over there.
Those ones there get longer.
Yeah, yeah. But let's see if that works. That's the only thing we can do. And then go from there and just hope lightning doesn't hit that. We got enough metal roof. Now we got a metal pole sticking up in there.
The next day.
Alrighty, we got two different actions going on today. Two different things going on. Alrighty. I think that the bananas there, they're gonna be not big like in Puerto Rico, but we're gonna get some.
We are gonna get
Because
some.
each leaf should be holding a banana, so it's one. We might get 3 or 4 rows. Oh, I see some butterflies. Got some good rain. All right, you're gonna do that. Oh, look, there's one right behind you.
Really?
Yeah, it's flying away. All right, you're gonna do this. I'm going towards the garage. I know you're going towards the front. I'm gonna start pulling that thing out. What did you do with that plant now?
Right where it needs to be.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna pull out the car. I'm gonna start pulling that thing out.
Pulling what out?
The bench out, so I can get that cabinet up.
Oh, okay.
So we got 2 different projects. She's coming up front. The crazy thing, it rained. It poured its butt off.
And look how dry the ground
And that dirt
is. Dry.
is dry.
Dry as a bone.
Like literally bone dry.
Yep. I gotta take some of these away so I can get the butterfly plants in here. But I'm gonna transplant these, so.
Give me a smile. But yeah, I can't believe how bone dry. I mean, I don't know. We watered it. We friggin', it poured its butt off.
It sure did last night.
She brought this back to life. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Honest.
And I could tell because I could tell by the garbage can. Okay, I just wanted to get close to here.
Where's my thing?
See what it looks like.
Beautiful.
Yep. Here's the bananas.
Got last night, honestly.
I know. It's literally, and we watered it too. That's the sick thing.
Yeah.
And it's bone dry.
It is bone dry.
But that's Florida.
Yep.
That's Florida for you. It's that sand dirt.
Yep.
The tomato tree growing inside. The avocado tree, but flowers, but nothing. No, look like they're dying. See, that would have been all tomatoes. And we're probably gonna get nothing. But we'll see. We didn't plan that, that just happened. And that bucket is literally got a lot of water in it. And nothing. All right, she pulled her milkweeds. This is the milkweed what feeds the, that's not the milkweed, but the milkweed she had in here is what fed, or what is going to feed any caterpillars. Ooh, you gotta be careful because this is an active bird nest. She doesn't attack us, but she will attack the squirrels. They laid babies there, now all of a sudden they're living there. Now here in this lemon tree, we're getting a bunch of flowers, so we'll see what happens there. We will see what happens there. But we just don't have luck sometimes. And this is going crazy. The smell that this jasmine tree is putting out is phenomenal. I mean, it is a pungent smell. The what? The petunias?
The baby petunias are ready to start blooming.
Yeah, I was looking at the tomato plants. Looks like they're brown. I don't know if there are going to be any tomatoes.
I don't know. I mean,
Like where the tomatoes
budding.
should have, yeah, we'll see.
I mean, they're budding, but I don't see any little tomato.
No.
But this is good. This is where she's supposed to be. So
Alrighty.
let her spread out, do her thing.
Like a black butterfly. Let me see if I can get her. Spreading her wings.
I'm going to cut those off.
There you go. Tell you one thing, this garden has produced a lot of butterflies, but now, again, it's going to produce
Oh, she's pretty.
it's going to produce the milkweed. And if we get caterpillars, it's the only thing that stinks. We don't have enough milkweed for them to raise them.
We should.
I hope so. She's gonna bring some of those seeds that you seen back there for the butterfly, and she's gonna put them underneath that tree. This is coming back. So these roses, since we've moved them, are done phenomenal. But this is the main project here. Let's get those cabinets up there. I gotta pull that out. Believe it or not, we've seen our past videos. We did find this bench in the garbage when we were door dashing, and we came back and picked it up. So let's get this rolling. Now I want to try to get this done because I don't like leaving my cars parked outside, but this garage needs a spring cleaning. It's a shame here because this BB's mother gave us, and it does not work no more, and it's I've never used it, so I gotta throw this away, and that's probably why. Never used it. It doesn't work. I'm just gonna get rid of it. Anyone wants to send us one? P.O. Box 742. Kathleen, Florida. That way, just in case someone makes a comment like, oh, you could have took it apart and saved it. That is a pain in the butt. I'm definitely gonna get rid of those sleds from Jersey. I did my sledding. I'm good. I found those in the garbage anyway. And they did their purpose. So let me get this stuff cleaned out, pulled out, and try to figure out what I gotta get to get those cabinets over here. And if anyone who happens to live in Lakeland, Tampa, or Orlando, I'll take a drive, and you have a drill press that will drill right through this, hey, let me know, man. Let me know in the comments. Send me an email. Get together. I'm trying to drill this to put that back on that handle and put a screw through it, but I do not have a drill press. I need something that literally would cut that thick of a metal. And then looking at the back side of there, I don't know if that's gonna be strong enough to hold that up. I gotta go get the ladder. Because whoever made this, they made this out of pallets, which is cool. I mean, it's a nice bench. I'm gonna take that top off and let me see the width of the thing. But, there goes BB. All right. All right, this is held on by 2 screws. I'm gonna unscrew these real quick. I brought me a 2x4. I know someone's gonna say, get yourself a battery, drill. You could send it to P.O. Box 742, Kathleen, Florida. And then I brought me a 2x4, like I said, just to see what I'm gonna have to do back here. But let me get this unscrewed. And since BB's working up front, I'll be cutting back and forth to me and her. This was the wood that was in the shed that looked like it was okay. I don't know. I gotta bang on it to see if it's solid in there, but I'm just using this as a test thing. Let me see if I put that there. I'd have to put a screw here, there, and there. So I might do that because it looks like I have a block I can screw into right there, and on the bottom. So I'm thinking, if I put the long way on this way, I'm gonna have to go here and possibly here, but the thing is, this would be the thickness, and then here would be the thickness, but I'm gonna have to screw them. And that way the long one can face the other side. And with the one going this way, so I need 3 more pieces of this, but I just have to make sure this one is still good. It sounds like it, but because what I'm thinking of is putting that long one up and down over here and the big one that goes across over there. So it leaves me some room if anything is tall that I am working on. Bench is pretty nice size. A lot of this stuff, like I said, I gotta get rid of. All those paint cans are probably no good. I don't use regular 1030, 1040 oil no more. I don't use the high treatment oil. That's all the older cars. So this DoorDash bag, what I normally use them for now is, you see the distance between here and there. If my vehicle comes and touches this, then I know to stop, so I don't ram into this, because mine is just a little bit longer, but it has to come on this side because how they built those stairs there. So I see you're setting up your...
Yes, I am. If we need it out, put all that in, I have to go get another barrel. Then I'm gonna put the seeds in there and just let it go.
Gotcha. If anything, I might have to go get some screws. I'm gonna see how many screws. I'm gonna see if my father had screws. I wish that day they were going through all that stuff, I should have grabbed them.
Well, I'm sure your mom didn't throw any of that stuff away.
Well, we don't know, but
Yeah, well, yeah, sure.
it's just that You know, you don't think about, you think about, oh man, here's more stuff. But then, of course, when you need it, because if you see over here.
I mean, you do have 2-inch screws back there, a box of them.
Do I?
Yes. So.
You think they'll be long enough?
I don't know.
Because it's going from, see, I put this here.
Right.
So it'll be here, there. I'm going to put another one here. So I'm going to need,
okay.
you know, there. And then I'm going to put 2 more here. And again, there. And then the cabinets are going to need at least 4 screws.
Well, you should have enough.
Okay.
I'll go out there and get them. I got to go in the house. I got to go get some more water and go pee-pee again.
All right. I got to go get 3 2x4s.
Okay.
And stuff.
And don't forget, now you've got that big one up in the loft.
Right, but I can get the ones that my mother.
Oh, okay. Because I'm just saying.
Yeah. No, we'll use all that because they're not going to use all that wood. So.
Then good. Use it.
Let's cut through this jungle. This is my mother's potatoes. But look, she's doing good so far. I mean, I found 2. There was 5 at one time, but I don't know where they're at. But Blackie's here. There's the other one. But Blackie, the snake, he's in here. We seen him yesterday. Okay, all this wood was from my mother's shed. And she's not going to use this all. And I just need 3, but that one's broken. I guess I'll just use it. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, because she's not going to use all this wood here. She's got a bunch of wood here and then all on the other side over there that we're just going to make use of. This is when I wish I had my black wheelbarrow to make it easier.
Yourself
I mean, that's what I'm looking at, but that's going to be up and that's going to be up to the top of the thing there. But this here is going to be really low. Okay.
Well, it's got to because it's a standing cupboard.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying. Yeah, I'll change it so the door opens up the other way. But I mean, that's going up as tall as that. But that would be too high if I went as high as that wood went. But I could leave that wood like that and eventually put a shelf there and take that and take that down up there, that shelf back there.
Yeah.
So I'll get another piece of wood, have those sticking up in the air. So if I put a shelf there, then I can lay that stuff on top of that and get that off the wall.
Okay.
Yeah, because I got to leave a hole here for the plug to get to.
Yes.
As well. But yeah, I'm going to go get another one and just have them all sticking up that high. And then that way, if I want to, I could put a shelf coming across just to put stuff up there.
I mean, honestly, you could take that white one and put it in the middle. That one is what I'm referring to.
What? That shelf?
If you had, you got room enough. You could.
No, I'm not gonna. That's too heavy to hang up there. That's bad enough. Those are heavy. I just hope it doesn't topple the wood or hold it. That's all I'm hoping for.
Well, that's why you're bracing it.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying. But
okay.
What's that wood for?
Well, it was to make a shelf, but we're gonna need it to do shelves in here.
Oh yeah, okay. Inside there, yeah. Yeah, because this was.
I already got the pegs. I don't need pegs. But
You're gonna put shelf in here? You said?
No, in here.
Yeah. Because this here, that is our wasted space in the house. When they built the house, you see that little square? That is our wasted space.
No, dude, I'm talking about putting shelves in here. at least one.
Where?
Because that would be wasted space, depending
Oh,
on what
yeah,
you
yeah,
plan on.
inside there. Yeah, yeah.
And I've already got the pegs to hold the...
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. No, I was saying, explaining to them that when they built the house and everything to the square footage, that became the wasted space.
Yeah.
So when we talk about wasted space in the house, but they put that door there and they said we can use that as a closet. So, but yeah, that's when we talk about when we go and do the subdivisions and we talk about wasted space.
That's what
Right.
we're
Every
referring
inch of the
to.
house is being used here, every corner. That's just by the measurements and everything, unfortunately,
Yeah.
that became
Wasted space.
the wasted space.
All right.
Okay.
Back to the grindstone.
Let me go
Okay.
get the other piece of wood.
I'm gonna put my headset in.
And then, like I said, I'll keep them up 4 high and then I'll decide to put a shelf maybe going across. That is one long screw to take off by hand. So, okay. Anyway, BB found some screws here. But I don't know. I think this is for concrete. But these are 2.5. I gotta read what it's for. Okay, it can be used for lumber. All right, these will work out good. Anything you can do to save money, guys, go for it. One thing I did hate, because I had that was a bike rack. Those things there were bike racks. I hate drilling into walls, whether it's inside the house. I hate nailing or drilling into walls. I guess that's why some guys' houses, you see the walls are plain and everything. Even thumbtacking, but this is a man cave here. But drilling, screws, I hate doing that. All right, so that's gonna work out. I'm gonna screw all those in, got those high, and then I'm gonna use these bike racks on that to put anything long up there. So, yeah, I'll use the bike racks. So if I got anything long, it could just sit up there. All right, let me get to work. BB. Yeah, she's doing her thing. You guys have projects that you do with your spouse? Husband, wife, wife, partner, whatever you want to call them. You guys have projects that on a day that they're doing one thing and you're doing another thing. Get stuff done around the house. For you new younger people, this is what owning a house does. Takes a lot of work. As you get older, up in our age, it's better to get the work done because as you're getting older and you don't have the money to pay people, it's a struggle, at that point. Then it's just light duty work at that point, But when you're younger, you got to take care of your house. Just can't buy a house and let it go. It's almost like a car, you just can't let the car go, but
Off for another load.
All for another load. But like I said, housework, you got to do. Alrighty, so I got the holes. The other drill bit I had didn't go in long enough, so found another one. Put it in here. The other drill bit didn't go that deep. This one goes deeper. I can show you there, so I don't have to do what I just did there. I can do it all in one shot. So, and it looks like they used the same screws. That one there's a Torx head. They used the same screws that I'm going to use now. So as I'm trying to work on that, I'm trying to video BB on her project as well. Just get out there, guys, and do something. Even if it's just pulling a couple of weeds. Get out there early in the morning. Other than that, it's really after 7 o'clock in Florida there. But yeah, she's gonna put those butterfly flowers, just let them grow wild in there. We're gonna see how that looks. If it looks good, we'll do that every year. If it doesn't look good, well, then we know not to do it. We added some lights to there too, but I'm gonna try to videotape both projects. It's gonna be tough, but I'm gonna do it. Anyway, finishing up these screws here. I'm gonna start screwing them in, and then I have to get BB to help me hold that up there. You have your wedding band off?
Oh, shit.
Yeah, last time they got dirty because we're digging in the dirt.
My bad.
Here, take mine.
I'm gonna have to clean off.
Because I'm losing weight. But yeah, the last time we were in dirt and everything, we got these friggin' rings jacked up. We had to clean them, and
yeah, I'll have to clean them.
it's another thing, guys. Don't do it with jewelry, because you'll ruin them. But these are working out good with the holes. I've drilled the hole first, and then I came with this. This prevents the wood from splitting. If I can get it. There we go. And I don't want to use nails. I was thinking about using nails, but I don't think the nails are going to hold that thing there. But I was going to put 1 screw each, but I'm going to put 2 screws because that cabinet is heavy. And then I'm going to use the bike racks. I'm going to screw the bike racks on the top.
Oh, okay.
What's behind you? How we had
it.
Right, over there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That works.
Gotcha.
And then this way it's not on the house.
Right. All right, let me finish this up. Okay, I got it screwed in. I mean, so far, so good. So far, so good. And it's not taking up that much back. So I'll have to move that over a little bit. And that's perfect. So now I have to get BB to help me to hold this up. Perfect timing. She's done there. And I'm done on my end. Looks good. And what kind did you put in there?
I put fragrant wildflowers and the magnolia, the zinnias.
And that was what you did was you took
The seeds from the actual plant.
that we all had back there that died, and you took the seeds from them, and we're putting them up here.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Yes, we are.
All right, I'm gonna clear out a little bit more of this here. I wanna get the jack underneath there to help us hold that up in the air while we screw that in there. So give her time to put things away. Another thing I found, who knows, that could have been here 10 plus years. These things are expensive on that new Black & Decker, even on the other one. But this is a 1-string versus I had a 2-string, but I'm gonna start saving these cartridges and seeing if I can wrap up my own since I have this here. It's all about saving money. Free. The screws, free, because we've used them on previous projects. It's just all about saving money, because when that hurricane does come and we have to use that money, that extra money, then it's there for us. Alrighty. And for those that say you should have got a battery weed eater, get yourself a battery drill. Hey, P.O. Box 742 in Kathleen, Florida. It's in the description, accepts anything. But doesn't hurt. Burn those calories. All right, that's done. I got the jack underneath there. Just waiting for BB to put her stuff away, because that's gonna help us lift that up. And that'll help us lift up the other one. Everything's coming out good. I'm gonna put that small piece of wood up on top to brace that as well, or behind it, doesn't matter. You can either go on top or behind it or in front of it. That way I could put, then I could put it in front of it, and then I could put those, whatchamacallit there. So that way that braces that right there. So let's do it. There you go. There's an idea on what it's gonna look like. That's not bad. And BB, I know we did a product review on some lights that we can tape underneath there that we normally use for a hurricane, but we can use them for here. And it'll give me light on the bench. And then that's gonna go up That'll be a little space underneath there. It is what it is, but that's not bad for free. A free table made out of crates. Free cabinets. My mother was getting ready to throw away. We already had the screws, so that was free. Free wood. That's not bad, man. I'm pretty proud of myself. That's going to help us hold that up while I drill the holes back there. And this came out good. And those light things, my mother, she had them for 5+ years, never used them. She was going to throw them away. We used that at nighttime. This looks beautiful. But no, that looks good. And that's the herrings, the blue herrings from Costco. And this is the other one. The reason we put them separate was because the banana tree was covering it up. And she's getting in here again with a rose that did not do good in the back, but she's doing good up here.
Yeah.
Same thing with those other ones over there.
I need to give them a little bit of food, and that's what I'm doing right now.
Yeah, I think that's what's happening. This is coming back. This sucker always looks like this, but she fights back. She's strong.
Yeah.
She is strong, man. This was ready to die when BB got it, and they gave it to her for free, and she brought it back to life. But I see a lot of ants on here. Let me get the ant medicine.
Yeah, there's a lot.
It's because there hasn't been no rain, and
I know.
And that could be another reason
and then
why.
Last night we got all that rain, so all that rain went down, pushed
Yeah.
them back up.
And like I said, you know.
Even the Delilahs are starting to bloom.
Yeah, everything's starting to come back.
So.
Everything's starting to come back. So, and that's the thing. A lot of our fruit things could be because of those friggin' ants are eating the fruit because it got water. What I was thinking was put one hole here first and get a drill started. And then we'll level it with this side and it'll hold on this side. And then, because that can go like, I can get the hole like that crooked. It doesn't matter because it's going to go straight anyway. But
right.
That's what I was thinking. See, that way it's easier for us. And I don't know if that bench will hold us standing, to be honest with you. So we'll have to use the ladder and the step stool. So that's what I'm going to do. It's going to drill one hole first. And yeah, that'll be perfect. And I'll drill one hole first, get that started, and then we'll go from there. All right, I got that one side screwed in, the jack, leveled it out. Got BB pushing the back piece in for me here. And we're getting there. All right, that looks good. I mean, that one sets up a little bit higher, but okay. That one comes with shelves. This one doesn't, so we're just gonna decide. But that's what she looks like. Give me a smile. All righty. And just to show you guys, you know, we did 2 separate jobs today, and then we combined into one. Now this stuff, I'm probably just gonna throw in there because we want the cars in there. This is not a one-day job here.
Oh no,
especially,
it's not a one-day job.
Now you're young blood. You guys are younger. You probably can do this in one day, but you start getting our age. This is a one day at a time project. So I'll probably be repeating myself, but we have people.
Come down a little bit.
Well, hang on. Put the paint can underneath on the bottom.
What paint can?
The spray paint can.
Oh.
Here. Go by that measurement, because if we decide whatever's good.
Yeah, this way if we have a.
Because them smaller ones will fit there. But anyway, like I was saying, sometimes we get new viewers that watch just the food stuff, that watch the event stuff, and then we get different people that watch this stuff, and then we always get the repetitive questions. You know, BB's paying. Why is BB always pay? I mean, we explained it a million times.
Oh my God.
But yeah, I mean, you ain't got to say nothing. I just want to say that, you know, that sometimes we get people, you know, that come and they just see something, and like a million times we've said it once, we've said it a million times. BB, I do not hold my wallet. My wallet is in BB's purse. So, just because you see her grabbing out of her purse, does that mean she's paying, you know? And then, you know, someone, when we went out of the closet, someone said something about, I don't know if they were referring to Carlos or Sean, or somebody was a social worker. Like, can't believe a social worker says that. No one here is a social worker.
Oh, no, I think, that was out of the closet? Okay.
Yeah, but it's just new people. Just new people that are coming in, which we love, you know. But they really don't know us like the other people know us and stuff. So, you know, you got to watch the older videos. You just can't hop in on a newer video and just make some statements without knowing what's going on. What? And I might say it again in another video, because that's probably the videos they watch. But like I said, not everyone watches different. Everyone watches different videos. And they come in, the new people. We love you and everything. It's just that sometimes we just get tired of answering the same questions over and over and over. Because even sometimes I get told, like, you know, you always repeat yourself. You always say the same thing. Well, that's why, because I'm tired of writing the same thing over and over and explaining yourself. So get in there and watch our videos, guys, you know.
I'm liking that. That's a good idea.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Then the paint cans, whatever's good, we'll salvage. We'll put there on the bottom, because they're taller. And you probably could have came down one more.
Yeah, I think I might.
Yeah, come down one more in that, because the paint cans ain't that tall.
No.
Yeah, I come down on that middle shelf. But like I said, guys, we work together. We're here to motivate people, get you guys off your butt, because you're saying that when you watch our food videos, and you know, this is all joking around and stuff, but when you watch our food videos, a lot of people are like, you know, like, oh my God, I'm on a diet, you know, or you're making me hungry. Well, get out here and sweat. And it's hot in this garage. Another thing, if you live in Florida, working inside of a garage is hotter than working outside in the sun. It is more cooler out there in the sun because there's a breeze. And you could say, oh, well, open up your door. Well, lizards come in that door. We don't want lizards in here. Or you could say, get a fan. P.O. Box 742, Kathleen, Florida. The address is in the description. You could be more happy and send us a fan and stuff. But just as another thing for people that just moved here to Florida, working inside a garage is hotter than working, than working outside. And you can see, like, there's a wasp that just came in. That's why we keep them doors closed, because this is the season.
All right.
And
yes, I'm gonna like this much better.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's gonna be a lot better.
There. I've got my oil, rejuvenating wood oil here.
And that'll free up some stuff
Paint
there.
Spray, easy enough for me to say.
So we could put there, and then that'll free up that there, and we could put our hard tools there.
So,
But
still has stuff in it. That's
like I said, we're doing here, we're saving money and everything. Because like I said, you got to save money during the hurricane season, because you don't want to get caught into where you have to spend money that you don't have to spend because something's broken, something fell down, something got ripped up. Like we were explaining last year, that it was like, oh my gosh, you know, we did have a lot of damage, the most damage we've ever had so far living here that we've experienced. And you know, you're dipping into those extra funds. The more you could save now, the more you can, when hurricane season comes, you got a cushion there waiting for you. And again, we found it. Go ahead.
yeah, baby.
And we found this in the garbage. Someone made this out of pallets. We were door dashing, like I said. My mom gave us, she was ready to throw those away. Still got to put the final piece up on the top there with the 2 bike racks, and I got some things I want to put up there. I was going to throw those away, but those will come in handy once I put that bar piece of wood coming across there. And then just getting rid of some other stuff. I'm gonna go through all those paint cans.
Fasciitis may not like me doing that, but it'll be all right.
It's poke candy, boy. All right. Let me test some of those cans. That liquid now,
Yes.
I mean, that can go with that toolbox.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, if it's gonna lay flat, I'd rather not put it in there. Let's fill up what we're gonna fill, then see what we got that we can hang and go from there.
That's gonna look good. And then I just got the. I'm gonna maybe put that up there.
You might be able to get some of those quarts on the top shelf.
Yeah.
Right here.
See.
You only got 4 or 5 quarts of paint there.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can get those up there.
Leave the gallons there is fine. And we could put the paint bag or the house bag we could put with the paint stuff there.
All right, here's my.
Oh, okay, yeah.
rods.
That's perfect. Yeah, those can move up. That way we got room. What's that there?
What? That's my heating mats for when I start the plants.
Oh, okay.
In the fall and winter.
Gotcha. All right. And like I said, you know,
All right, let's see
main thing is to push this back, get everything as much as we can put up. We've been out here for a couple hours.
Hell.
And like I said, I got to put that up first before we push it back. And then we'll come back and we'll show you.
I don't think we're gonna have that many good cans of spray paint. Do you?
I don't know. I'm going to be honest with you. But we're going to test them out and find out.
Well, you know what? Just to be on the safe side.
And the reason we keep our paints inside the garage instead of in the shed, because it's more hotter out there in the shed.
Oh yeah,
And
it
the
kills
paint,
my paint.
yeah, it'll go bad faster.
Paints are expensive.
But all this, I mean, I've had since I was 18 years old, all those spray cans from modifications, and then, you know, maybe some of this will go up over here and this big one here.
There we go.
And then this, we have shelves extra to put other stuff. You know, maybe we can move those paint cans over here. And again, we'll have an extra shelf.
I am gonna put these
Over
up in
here.
there with my tack nails
Okay.
for crafts. Right here. These
Just-
are little itty bitty.
Yeah, just don't forget them, that's all.
They're called wire barbs.
Normally I
So
would put
this
those
box-
in the toolbox. But, all right.
Yeah, well, I don't want it to get broke open and then.
Just put it where the wrenches are, because when we look for nails, we
Okay,
normally
okay,
open up
all
all
right.
the
These as
drawers. Yeah. Put it all in there, because you could put it where it says the Jeff Gordon tag,
well. All right.
where the wrenches are, because when we look for our nails and stuff, we go through all that anyway. Just make things easier and better for us, yeah. This just shows you how old school I've had this for when you had distributors and it would get wet inside. You would use this spray, but we don't have distributors no more. And the squeak belt, I mean, it's,
Yeah, that was for fan belts.
yeah.
Alternator
But
belts.
supposedly you're not supposed to use this for, well, it says
Serpentine.
well, I think,
I wouldn't trust that.
yeah, these are so old, I don't think you can use these on serpentine belts, but
No.
it just shows you, you know, like, who knows how old this came from Jersey, I know that, but this shows you a lot of stuff I got here. Get all that PB blaster up, and soon that antifreeze is not going to be no good because we got the pink antifreeze.
Yeah.
This is old school brake squeak. When you put your cheap pads on it and they squeak, you
Spray
get
it
this
on there. It worked for a while.
there. Son of a gun.
You would get
Even
that
had
open.
no, this is probably dried up. This was electrical tape. gunk glue that you put over it instead of using electrical tape. So yeah, see that high mileage oilage.
Don't get rid of that. We can give that to Brian.
Okay. But he uses synthetic, so I don't.
Oh, that's right. He's got the freaking Volkswagen.
Yeah. I mean, he could still put that in there. But
well, let's not screw his engine
but
up.
not that oil. Like that oil there, no. That's regular oil.
Yeah.
That's good for the lawnmower, so I'm going to keep that there.
Yep.
For the lawn, because that's a lawnmower oil filter. But yeah, we'll hang on to that.
Okay.
Yeah, we can use this. That was the plastic dip. Look at it. Ain't nothing in there. Used to paint the rims with that. Got a lot of engine paint. Used to paint the engine. Glossy red. More plastic dip. Engine enamel. Purple plastic dip. That was the thing back in the day. This ain't nothing here. Alright, a lot of this we'll get rid of. Oh, these are for the headers. When I used to paint the headers.
Yeah, we're out of that stage of our life.
This is the rubber coating that you would spray underneath the car. Up north, the dealerships would charge you to spray to keep it from rusting. And then I just used to do it that way, the salt.
Yeah.
But, I mean, we can always use that. You just never know. This is the coating grip you would put on the tools. Oh, it's brand new. I don't know if it's anything. It's still shaking. And that was rubberize it.
Yeah.
You would dip your wrenches
so your
and
hands
everything.
don't slip.
Yeah, okay, so all that can go up there. I'm getting high off them paint fumes. And then that's my chalk for the wheels.
Yeah, that looks much better.
And the battery charger.
Now that, you can put him,
No, we can leave it there because I'm going to do what you said. Put the toolbox.
put the...
Or I could put the toolbox. I could put that-
just leave him right here. Put
Or-
the air compressor toolbox right there. Because I'm not digging.
Well, what I was saying was I could move that to here
Yeah, there you go.
and put the air compressor toolbox there.
Okay.
Okay?
Because I want this to where if we need to work
Right.
on something, it's
And then we'll-
clear.
And we'll put that light thing that we did
Yep.
that review on right here
Yep.
for like a workbench. Mm-hmm. All right. And then I got to
That
put
sucker
that.
spray too.
Tell me if that you think that's too heavy for up there.
Be all right.
Okay.
I wouldn't put a lot of those up there.
No, I mean, the only thing other that would go up there would be antifreeze when we need the
No,
antifreeze.
that'll be
But
too heavy. That's gonna have to go back down there.
okay.
The right antifreeze for our cars.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But no, because this isn't built. This is cheap press board. This is an OSB.
Gotcha.
So now, if that was this, we'd be all right.
Well, if I have to, I'll just move that down,
So,
and we've got room for something else.
but yeah, it's press board, but it's not OSB. It's not meant for all that weight.
Okay.
That's like for dishes and little stuff.
That's Venom, baby. The blue Venom. You know what that is? That's clay. When I used to wax the car, I used to clay wax them.
Okay.
And that's what happens in the heat, turns to venom.
Okay.
All right, well, we're blocking my ex-girlfriend up there. But I can still see her smile, so.
You'll be all right.
Huh? It was before you, BB. She
Yeah,
was
I
my
know.
ex. I used to date her. But now she just hangs on my wall. Now that can go on the other side,
What?
over there with that. Let me get that organized. What a difference. Yep. Eventually we're going to take this carpet out because the cars don't leak. And it's a good thing that I was able to see the shock leak, but on the next garbage run, we don't need that no more. That was because we had a leaky transmission on the RAV4 and on BB's car. But those stuff that's on top of the bench, they're just temporarily stuff. Because I got to bring wind up for the feed weeder. That's got the wire will always stay here, the extension plug. Like I said, the door dash bag is to keep us from hitting that. We got more room underneath there. A hell of a lot more room because we put a lot of stuff in the
cabinets.
Yeah. So this is what we're looking at with the done project, guys. And the reason we have this water heater, because I brought down the temperature of the water heater and we wrap it up here. And this will keep the water warm to save money on electricity. That keeps the water in there warm, especially in the wintertime when the garage is cold, so that thing doesn't always go on and stuff. But that's basically the final project of everything.
Go.
All right, BB, what do you think?
Looks a lot better.
A lot better, more room,
More organized.
perfect height. What we put up there with the bike rack was like the window screen stuff, the antenna
to make
pipes.
screens.
Yeah.
But this is going to be a lot better.
Next we're gonna do is challenge inside there.
Yeah,
That little
hopefully-
corner, get rid of some of that stuff there. And
I
then,
mean, we can make shelves in there as well. But
yeah, but that's gonna be the next thing. Eventually we'll put some shelves in there. But I mean, the garage, she's back to normal.
Yes, we still got some organizing to do, but it's
Yeah.
getting there.
Yeah. I mean, basically the cars, like I said, the rug's gonna go eventually.
Yeah.
I mean, some of them pieces of board, they gotta go to the back. I mean, we're gonna get them there, but we did a lot today.
that pine's not going to the back. That pine's going to stay right there.
What pine?
That one right there.
The flat one?
Yeah.
Well, we can use that for the shelves for in there. But I'm just saying, we did a lot today.
Oh,
We did a lot. We conquered the outside.
I'm pooped.
Yeah, we were taking a shower.
I started at 7 o'clock this morning. It's already almost 1. So
I think I started at 8 or 8:30.
I'm done.
Yeah, she got to jump on me today. But I started around 8:30.
Well, I wanted to get out there and get it done before the sun started getting too hot.
Yeah, I know.
So
I know. And then don't forget, we got some stuff up there for the putty. And that's an empty container
yeah.
up there. So I'm going to clean that out.
well,
So.
you know, like I said, we can turn some of this in here into shelves, to put paint in it.
Yeah, we could do whatever. We could put whatever in there and
But I
stuff.
mean,
Heck, maybe we can hang our brooms in there.
yeah, make that into the broom closet.
Yeah, get some, because I do got to go to the dollar store and get me a small broom. But like a lot of that stuff there can go into the shed if we ever need tubing. That's just we can give that to the grandkids. That's just a badminton bag with games in it.
Yeah.
And then we can turn this into the hanging for the brooms.
Yeah, for the
Yeah.
mops and everything. And the
Yeah, so we
mop
don't have this on the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd perfect. That's the next
It's
project.
plenty big enough.
Yeah, I think that's perfect.
And technically, you can still put some shelves in there after putting the brooms in there.
Yeah, because they can get hung up higher than nails.
Yeah, and then make a shelf from here to there inside and
Yeah.
like some of the chemicals.
Yep. Sounds like a plan, guys. Thank you for joining us. Get out there, guys. Do something. I mean, if it wasn't because we had to videotape this motivates us. So we hope this video motivates you guys. Because again, when we videotape, we say we're going to do something. Without the videotape, we could just say, we'll do it tomorrow. But we want to put a video out there for you guys. We say, you know what? Let's make a video. And then that motivates us because you're motivating us, because you're watching us, you're interacting with us, and we're both giving positive vibes to each
Another
other.
thing too, when we go to Home Depot, I want one of those right there. I think they come in a 4-pack because, and this is, we're gonna hang the light there, but we can hang that right there.
Yeah.
Pull the cord to the back, plug it in over there, and then you've got more than just one plug.
Yeah. That sounds like a plan. And we don't have to keep going through that hole there. All right.
Yeah.
Sounds like a plan because we got this other extension cord here, and then
Yeah, but
that's
I
our
mean,
light bar for
in
the
all
engine,
reality, we really don't use this one very often unless it's up in front of the house.
Yeah, you're right.
But I'd rather have this because then when you're done, you can wind it up. Done.
Yeah, that was the best thing ever.
This always gets tangled up, but it's a cord. It's gonna do that. So.
All right, and like I said, those are going to the grandkids. Those things, the beach stuff.
Yeah.
To John.
Yeah, because they'll enjoy it. The kids like going to the beach and
Eventually
enjoy that.
we're going to put this in the shed. I got to wrap up one of those. Pretty soon we'll be throwing that box away. The ladder's going to go into the shed.
yeah.
So.
But I mean, like the toolboxes, it is what it is. They
Yeah,
have to
we
stay
tried.
there.
We tried everywhere, and
No,
that's where it's got to be.
Gotta stay there.
Yeah, because that way when we open up the door, it's easy to reach to it. I had it the other way, and it was too much. All right, baby. Thank you, guys.
So
Thank you.
Maybe looks like a mess
We
today.
are a mess, trust me.
Dirty.
We are. What did you do with the other screws?
What do you mean?
The big ones, the 2.5 inch.
You put them right there, dude.
That's the 2.5 inch? Where's the other one then?
Both are here.
Oh, okay. Oh, my bad. Okay.
That's the thing with you. You're so used to disorganization, you don't know where anything's at.
Come back to me, baby. Come back to me. Until the next one, guys.
See ya.